13th MPC has completed all the items on the agenda. The meeting deliberated the government work reports and other reports. The meeting also deliberated and approved the amendment to the law on organization of People's Congress and governments and various local levels. The meeting also deliberated and approved the draft resolution on electing deputies to the 14th National People's Congress from Hong Kong SAR and Macau SAR. The achievements made by this conference has demonstrated that in a socialist modern country, we are making constant explorations in governance and also in practicing new development concepts. The achievement has further inspired people of all ethnic groups to unite under the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core. Dear deputies, since the Standing Committee of the 13th MPC was established under the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core, and at a time when the party and the country are making important strides forward, the work of the MPC and its Standing Committee has also achieved tremendous progress, and this is fundamentally due to the fact that we have followed the guidance of the General Secretary Xi Jinping on improving the system of the National People's Congress. Since the 18th National Congress of the CPC, General Secretary Xi Jinping has summarized the experience of the MPC over the past 60 years, and in particular, the 40 years of the practice of the MPC. After opening up and reform, he has proposed a number of new guiding principles and new requirements, which have further added to the theoretical framework of the MPC. On a new journey towards the future, we must earnestly study and follow these fundamental political arrangements and remain firmly committed to the political path of socialism with Chinese characteristics. Through the National People's Congress mechanism, we have firmly grasped the destiny of the people and the country. Sticking to the comprehensive leadership of the CPC is a principle enshrined in China's constitution. The CPC leadership is the most fundamental characteristic of socialism with Chinese characteristics, and this is also a fundamental principle of the constitution. The Xi Jinping thought of socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era is a guiding principle that we must always adhere to, and this is also enshrined in the Constitution. We must support the role of Comrade Xi Jinping as the core of the CPC Central Committee and also as the leader of the country, and this is an important system and arrangement. The MPC and the MPC Standing Committee supervises the enforcement of the Constitution. The fundamental purpose of that is to ensure the leading position of the CPC and also to ensure the centralized leadership of the CPC is effectively integrated with the principle of the rule of law. All the rights of the country are within the hands of the people, and people are masters of the country, and this is also a fundamental nature of socialism with Chinese characteristics, and this is also the everlasting goal for the struggle of the party. All the powers of this country are held within the hands of the people, and this is reflected also in the political arrangement of the government. The people, they exercise their power through people's deputies. We must always put people in first place. Put people in the first place and leverage the NPC's mechanism in supporting and developing the whole process people's democracy, and ensure that this system is incorporated in the political life of the people. We must also ensure that people can, through all means, participate in and govern state affairs and political and economic affairs, and also other social works. We must also ensure that the people can properly and legally exercise their power in governing the country. The NPC is an important platform for the people to exercise their powers. The basic requirement of the NPC is that all the powers of the governing bodies and the governments must be placed under supervision. The judicial organs, procuratory organs, and also the governing bodies of the country must be placed under supervision of the NPC. The NPC performs the power in legislation, supervision, decision-making, and the power in appointment and removal of officials. We have the framework of the NPC and the two courts, which is the Supreme People's Court and the Supreme People's Procuratorate. We must ensure that all the powers are properly executed and exercised. We must also make efforts to modernize the governance of the country. The NPC system is a political system in China. It's also an important component of socialism with Chinese characteristics. Over the years, with the rapid development of the country, the Chinese people has gradually realized that the NPC system enjoys an unparalleled and striking competitive edge and vitality. We must strengthen our confidence in our development road, in our systems, in our culture, and in our development theories, so that we can fully leverage the potential of the NPC mechanism and further refine and optimize the NPC system. In so doing, we can also ensure that the country moves forward along the path of socialism with Chinese characteristics. Dear deputies, since the establishment of the 13th National People's Congress, all the deputies have bear in mind the mission that they have on their shoulders. They have exercised the power of voting on important matters of the country. On the basis of in-depth surveys, they have submitted a number of important and constructive motions and proposals. They also have leveraged their own functions and participated in the legislation and amendments of various laws. They conducted surveys in all the social sectors, collected feedback from the people, participated in the supervision of law enforcement and also the day-to-day work of the Standing Committee of the NPC. They have demonstrated the spirit of serving the party and also serving the people. And this is their political awareness that they have demonstrated, and they are selected by the people and they are representing the people. Over the years, they have made important contributions to the great cause of the party and the country. The tenure of the 13th NPC has only 1 year to go, but we must continue following the principle of serving the people. We must be perseverant and persistent in exercising the power as NPC deputies and also make new contributions on our posts. Dear deputies, this year marks a very important one on the development journey of the party and the country. We must follow through the decisions and the spirit of the NPC Standing Committee and understand fully the important tasks and new missions of the NPC. Stick to the comprehensive leadership of the party, abide by the Constitution, and improve the legal framework of Socialist China. Support the work of the NPC and the People's Court and People's Procuratorate, further optimize the whole process of people's democracy, improve the work and quality of the NPC. Let's unite more firmly under the leadership of the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core, improve our political awarenesses, strengthen our confidences, maintain the two upholds, and exercise the power for the people, perform our duties for the people and serve the people. On a new journey towards building a socialist modern country, we must make our new contributions with substantial actions and set the stage for the 20th CPC National Congress. Dear deputies, the fifth session of the 13th NPC has completed all the items on the agenda. Now may I ask all of you to stand up and sing the national anthem. Now, I declare that the fifth session of the 13th NPC concludes.